Benton Protector of Earth was one of those licensed games I played growing up, but this time I wasn't just here to beat it. Today I'll be mastering it using RetroAchievements, a site that adds achievement support to your favorite retro games. To earn every retro achievement, I'd have to collect every Sumo card and A rank every level on the hardest difficulty. Let's get started. Before beginning the game, I started a new save on Hero difficulty since I needed to A rank all the levels on this difficulty for achievements. The game starts off with Vilgax infecting the Omnitrix to prevent Ben from using all his aliens. Now we have to travel around the states to stop the villains and restore the Omnitrix. We headed to the Grand Canyon to deal with Vilgax's drones. The gameplay is a beat 'em up. We start with 4 rounds and Heat Blast, and they all have different combo strings that can be upgraded as we gain XP from killing enemies. Like in the show, we can't stay in alien form for long, or if we lose all our health. We also have these Sumo cards. Each main level has 3 in them. Collecting them all in a level gets an achievement. Lastly, we also want to be speedy, as we have to get through the level in a certain time for an A rank. Throughout this level, we are pursued by this big Vilgax drone as we deal with the smaller ones. The enemies all fit archetypes. For this level, we're mainly fighting small Vilgax drones. As you probably noticed, I use Heat Blast a lot, mainly because he's quick. However, there will be puzzles where I need to switch to different heroes for their unique abilities. We also can't get the last Sumo card as we need Cannonbolt, who we will unlock later. Eventually we make it to the end of the level to fight the drone that's been following us. We have a boss fight with this guy, but he's not too hard. You can block his hand slams and damage him afterwards. Once you do a certain amount of damage, you'll have to switch to Ben to do a QTE. 2 more phases and we beat him, getting an achievement for beating the Grand Canyon. Unlock Accelerate, one of my favorite aliens from the OG series. Then we head to Mesa Verde for more clues. Here we begin to fight the Forever Knights. They are a bit harder than the drones and eventually get energy staves and swords. We also get to use Accelerate Speed to zip through time doors. I got this Sumo card behind the door, but I need Cannonbolt again, so I won't be able to get all the cards. I took on these brutes, but using Accelerate's heavy combo will melt them since he attacks so fast. I also got a health upgrade in this side room. Keep a lookout for these 2. I got the 3rd card on the cannons before a final fight with a bunch of Forever Knights. I got Foothills Mountain Complex for beating Mesa Verde. We head to Area 51 for the next level. A lot of enemies here have shields, which is kind of annoying. I grab the card inside this bunker, then fight these photo laser drones that have annoying ass stun. Honestly, the stun in this game is infuriating. Anyways, make sure to jump across this glass for the next card before dropping down, and then later in the level we have to use Heat Blast to absorb fire and move on. I like how every character has their own kind of puzzle. The final card is in this generator room on the platform, but we actually need Wildvine to get it. After a long-winded elevator fight, we confront my GOAT, my King Enoch. Enoch is one of the mini bosses of the game. He has a few attacks that you have to be careful of. I did die because I was just brute forcing it. I mean, you can block, but then again, the goal is to get through the level quickly. I just get away from him when I'm Ben and go back in after I transform. After a few minutes, I did get him and got close encounters for beating Area 51. Now we head to the Hoover Dam for the first major boss of the game. Enoch returns, but this time we fight him in his mech. He does the hand slams and punches like the Vilgax mechs, and when I do enough damage, he will put one of his hands on the generators. He does add a laser and a punch to the dam move, but otherwise not too bad of a fight. I beat him and got Grand Reservoir for beating the Hoover Dam. Now we unlock Cannonbolt, and he will be the key to me getting some A ranks coming up. After bossing an area, we have a combat challenge level. All we have to do is destroy everything. I probably could have got an A rank if I used Cannonbolt the whole time, but it's all good. I got Intense Impact for finishing Meteor Crater. We head to San Fran for the next level. We also get to use Cannonbolt for the first time. His light attack combo is pretty good and shreds through enemies. He can also roll up ramps to reach higher areas, usually for cards like these. I actually got all Sumo cards on this level for the achievement Found Your Heart. I beat the level and got Paris of the West for beating San Francisco. Lumber Mill is next. Grandpa Max chases down Kevin 11 and we have to catch up to him. We are introduced to these plant monsters in this level. Outside of that, it's a pretty simple level. I only got 2 cards as I need Wildvine again. Kevin 11 is the next mini boss. Cannonbolt is faster than Heat Blast, so I can avoid a lot of Kevin's attacks on accident. Also, why did they not put Diamond Head in this game? I don't understand it. I beat him and got Redwood Rampage for beating Lumber Mill. Now we head to Crater Lake. There's more plant enemies here, like this big cactus monsters and these charging ones. I managed to get all the sumo cards here for the deepest lake drain achievement. Then went on to beat the level, but this time with an A rank, getting Mount Mazama for finishing Crater Lake and Old Pro of the Lake for getting an A rank on Crater Lake on hero difficulty. Finally, we head to Seattle for our next boss. We have to fight Snapdragon. I think that's what it's called. We have to hit its balls to stun him, then switch to cannon bolt to ramp up and hit him. He does this ground pound move, sweeps his head, and fires a laser. So far, this guy has been the hardest boss, but only because I don't have the stronger combos yet. Despite that, I actually beat him fast somehow and got the Seattle Freeze for beating Seattle and making friends in Jet City for beating it with an A rank on hero difficulty. Now we unlock the final alien, Wildvine. I doubt he's anyone's favorite, to be honest. Vilgac decided to team up with my second favorite villain from the series, Ghost Freak, to destroy Ben. Before heading off to the next area, we got another combat level. Yellowstone has mainly plant enemies, nothing really too challenging. I used Cannonbolt this time to get an A rank for Doomsday Scenario and geothermal features for beating in general. Now we investigate the Midwest. Effigy Mountains, I never heard of this place, is next. This burial ground allows us to try out Wildvine's swing ability. We also have these wolf monsters appearing now. I actually thought these were cool aliens for Ben. About halfway through the level, we have these totems that we hit to transport us underground and to confront the mummy enemies. I hate them. They can power through my attacks and it drives me insane. They also have ones that spawn mini tornadoes because yeah, mummies can do that for whatever reason. I got all 3 sumo cards for pre-Columbian artifacts and fought another mini boss. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot this guy's name. I just know he's a shaman. By now y'all know the strat, just spam attacks until they're dead. I didn't get an A rank, but I got the greatest serpent for beating Effigy Mountains. After it was revealed that Ghost Freak was controlling him, the gang heads to the plumber base to figure out how Ghost Freak got the null void projector. We have to deactivate the fences as we are infiltrating the base, obviously. We also get to platform and fight on Mount Rushmore too. That's kinda cool. I do love how detailed the level environments are. I got all 3 sumo cards for clearing the drain. Get it? For confronting Victor. He's slow, but he hits like a freight truck, man. After going through waves of enemy, I beat the level and got Piper Fitz Safe House for beating Plumber Base. Ghost Freak takes the internal projector, whatever the hell that is. So now we headed to Chicago to follow him. Not much really happens on this level. I missed a sumo card, but got a power up to reduce the cost of my alien moves on the Omnitrix power, so that's something. The highlight of this level is this train section at the end. I beat the level with an A rank, getting Breezy City and City That Works for beating it normally. Now it's time to take on Ghost Freak. Funny, we fight him in a theater. Ghost Freak possesses enemies that I have to defeat to draw him out. When he's stunned, I switch to Wildvine to open the curtain and hit him with some light. After 3 phases, we head underground and have this light puzzle. This took me way longer than it should have. After we hit Ghost Freak with light, we finally get a chance to hit him. He phases in and out, flashes me.
What did he say?
Has a sweeping attack, can go on the ground, and splits into 3 where I have to hit the right one. I took care of him for the achievement Interstage Left for beating the Gold Coast Theater. I now have hero control, allowing me to switch to different forms without having to go back to Ben first. We head back to Mount Rushmore to do a combat challenge. Obviously we're fighting Ghost Freak's minions this time around. This is the second hardest one for me because I got my ass jumped by these mummies and victors. I got after the gold rush for beating this level. Finally they're heading close to home for me. Historical Battlefield is up next. The Tennysons investigate Omnitrix DNA samples here. We now have crossover monsters from Ben's aliens like Wildmutt and Stinkfly. I'm gonna be honest, these are probably the most annoying types of enemies in the game. The worst one is coming very soon. For now, I got all 3 sumo cards for Antique Militaria. Then went on to beat the level for the achievement Generic Historical Reference for beating Historic Battlefield. Now they search for Dr. Animal, but he kidnaps Gwen and heads to the bayou. We chase down Clancy for answers, but he escapes. I haven't really mentioned this, but I have been unlocking combos for all aliens. I went ahead and finished Heat Blast's skill tree for the achievement Pyrokinetic Professional. Then I got Swampland Seeker for all Sumo cards as well. We had to fight Clancy at the end. He's probably the easiest mini boss of the set. His attacks are slow, and if you keep damaging him, he can't do much to you. I beat him and cleared the level with an A rank, getting busy fighting alligators and passed a good time for beating Bayou normally. New Orleans! Fun fact, I'm from Baton Rouge. Now we have the most annoying fucking enemy in the game. These bears. They are tanky, they stun me, and they absolutely destroy my health bar. Besides them, the rest of the French Quarter is pretty chill. Well, until they destroy it. I messed up my swing with Wild Vibe for what would have been the last card, so I'll be back for it later. After we fight on the boat, I cleared the level 4 Carries Forgotten. Now we locate Animal at his base on an offshore rig. Dr. Animal is a big gorilla for some reason. For his boss, we damage him for a bit, then he climbs up on one of these towers. We hit a button to slam him down to perform a QTE. Do this 2 more times and that's it. His boss is incredibly easy. I got an A rank and the achievement Ecological Warrior and Gone Granola for finishing Oil Rig Refinery normally. After saving Gwen, we find out that Vilgax plans to suck the entire planet into the Noah Void. Holy hell. But before we head to the East Coast, we have to do a combat challenge. My least favorite one. Riverboat has animals, monsters, and holy shit, the stun on these bears and wild enemies is atrocious. I almost rage quit when I died, but I pushed through it. I did manage to get all of Cannonball's combos for death dealing Doodlebug. Then I locked in and finished the level for Riverboat Fantasy for beating it normally. Before continuing on, if you made it this far into the video, maybe consider dropping a like for your boy. I got more videos coming up, so consider subscribing so you don't miss them. Anyways, back to the grind. On to the East Coast now. We head to the capital of the US, Washington DC. No void portals are opening up. Beating Animal gave the Omnitrix the ability to not be drained when I'm using combos. Basically, I can stay in alien form indefinitely unless I switch to Ben or lose all my health. The level introduces Detrovites. These guys hit hard, but they aren't too bad if you stay on them. The rest of the level is pretty straightforward. I didn't get all cards or the A rank, so I just beat the level and got Ponomatic Pacifier for beating the level. Cape Carnival is up next. Here is where I decide to use my cheat code for all A ranks. Heat Blast has a combo called Armageddon. This move shreds like almost everything in the game and gives you iframes since it ends with a special move. This made the level a cakewalk, honestly. Oh yeah, and it has stronger Detrovites, but who cares? I did get all the cards on this level for score the red bed, I don't know what that is, before fighting 6-6. He's a bit annoying as he flies around and has some really annoying moves. Regardless, Armageddon destroys him and gets me the A rank for Sky Rockets in Flight and Mission Control for beating the level normally. Now we fly to Vilgax's ship to confront him for the final boss. Bro gets juiced up and I have to wear him down. When he goes back to recharge, I need to use Accelerate to destroy these machines. In his second phase, he can now fly in the air. We use Cannonball to roll up and knock him back down to the ground. And in the last phase, he shocks the ground and I have to use Wild Vine to knock him down. It's kinda cool that you have to use every alien in this fight too. I beat him with an A rank, earning the Chimera Hunter and Battlecruiser Operational. Ben gets the rest of the Omnitrix as Vilgax ships get sucked into the Noah Void, but we got some cleanup to do before we master the set. Before we backtrack, we gotta do one more combat challenge. It's the Noah Void. This one is a mix of all the enemies in the game, which you would think would be bad, but not with Armageddon on my side. I got an A rank for Your Own Personal Cosmos and Interdimensional Crisis for beating a level normally. Now I officially beat all the levels. Now with that done, we need to work through every level and get the rest of the A ranks, Sumo cards, and all combo upgrades for the other 3 aliens. In Grand Canyon, I got enough XP to finish Forearms upgrade for All for One. Got the last Sumo card with Cannon Bolt for Gorge Explorer. And 8 ranked the level for Deadliest National Park. Next was Mesa Verde. I got the last Sumo card for Basket Maker's Bounty. And 8 ranked the level for Clip Top Combatant. In Area 51, I missed the last Sumo card again. No, I got it. I don't know why it didn't register. But I did get all the Accelerate combo upgrades for Supreme Velocity and A rank to level 4 Myth of Dreamland.
It's not possible.
And be Hoover Dam with an A rank for Fickle River Tamer. I went back to Media Creator to A rank it for Barraging Danger. I also should point out that A ranking these combat challenges have a special challenge too. It's just a harder version and I don't have to A rank it either. I beat this secret challenge and got Canon Diablo for beating the secret challenge 1 on hero difficulty. Moving to the northwest, I got Golden Piece for the A rank in San Francisco, Going Through the Mill for the A rank in Lumber Mill, and Old Faithful for finishing Secret Challenge 2 on Hero. For the Midwest, I got Perfectly Natural for all Wild Vine combo upgrades, Big Bear Mound for the A rank in Effigy Mounds, George Washington's Ghost for the A rank in Plumber Base, Freakiest Ghost for the A rank in Gold Coast Theater, the Black Hills for the A rank in Mount Rushmore, and 6 Grandfathers for beating Secret Challenge 3 on Hero. In the southeast area, I got the Big Tricky for A rank in New Orleans, Distinguished Veteran for A rank in Historic Battlefield, Gone Overboard for the A rank in Riverboat, and Cajun King for finishing Secret Challenge 4 on Hero. Now finally for the East Coast, I got Just Tieta Omnibus, I don't know what, for the A rank in Washington DC, Capital Effort for all cars in Washington DC, and Artwork Appreciator for all artworks. You get that for all A ranks.
More portals. All communication.
Now for Secret Challenge 5. This one's different as it's a gauntlet challenge with all the mini bosses in the game. This one was pretty fun, not gonna lie, and I definitely should have gotten an A rank. I beat it for a soft spot scrutinizer. I didn't get the pop-up screen. Okay, I had to go back to a few more levels for the Sumo cards. This time I got the achievement Classified Materia for all cards in Area 51. Sawdust Scavenger for all Sumo cards in Lumber Mill. Big Shoulders for all Sumo cards in Chicago Lakefront. And finally Buku Collectibles for all Sumo cards in New Orleans. And finally Master Ben 10 Protector of Earth. And that's every retro achievement in Ben 10 Protector of Earth. This set was definitely on the easier side thanks to Heat Blast's OP ability, but hunting down every Sumo card and earning A ranks on every level on the hardest difficulties made for a fun excuse to revisit a childhood favorite. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow and lets me keep tackling more retro achievement sets. Let me know in the comments what Ben 10 game should I master next, or if there's another retro achievement set you'd like to see me take on. I'm always looking for suggestions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next retro achievement mastery video. Take care.